Well, good morning. This isn't something I normally do, but I'm going to start to try and do this more often. Just because it's been kind of a weird, super rough several months. So started off with what I thought was allergies. You know, thought for 2.5 years, rashes, itching, all that fun stuff with allergies. It's not. Got a diagnosis in May for an autoimmune disease. A weird one too. It's actually kind of called Mixed Connective Tissue Disease, and definitely a life changer. So I'm going to try and do a little series, about 5 to 10 minutes each, maybe once a week or so, depending on how I feel. Just going over this, probably pointing out some other autoimmune diseases that are out there that are weird and obscure, and see how that goes. So, kind of my journey with this, and it's going to be an ongoing journey, so I started off with, actually probably 10 years ago, well, maybe a little longer. The signs were kind of already there. Started off with not feeling good, feeling achy. Actually, that's been going on for decades. Didn't really think anything of it, you know, just never do. Low energy, etc., etc. And if anybody knew me in my 20s, I was super active, like crazy active. But then I'd have like these days where I would just crash. Didn't really talk about that much. I mean, people knew I was in pain. Some people knew I had chronic pain. Flash forward to about 10 years ago, I started having a sensitivity to some foods, and just thought, okay, well, it's an allergy. You know, that happens. People develop weird shit to allergies, or you know, allergies to foods and stuff like that. It just comes on randomly. And then again, just feeling super achy, painful, etc., etc., tired, and went in for autoimmune testing, which probably would have yielded better results, but I had to stop in the middle of that to deal with, you know, family issues, ending up with my niece for 2 years. Focus was on her, and then flash forward to now. Spent 2021, 2022, and most of 2023 so far with just this weird rash. Thought it was an allergic reaction. Went to my doctor several times, put me on steroids, which is always loads of fun, seriously. And finally went to an allergist, just because the rashes and everything weren't going away. Had 27 lab tests done, so 25 vials of blood. I swear to God, I was donating to a vampire or something. That's what it felt like. And the results of that came back with MCTD, Mixed Connective Tissue Disease. And what that is it's weird. It's not a single. It is a disease, but it's. I guess the best way to put it is, it's like if you took a plate and said, this is MCTD, said I'm going to have a side of lupus, side of rheumatoid arthritis, side of scleroderma, side of some fucking shit that I can't pronounce, myositis or something like that, I don't know, and a little bit of something like called Sjogren's, Raynaud's, and Hashimoto's. I mean, all this shit that if you ever watched House MD, they're like, all this stuff you'll hear on there over and over and over again. But hey, it's not lupus. So, whatever. Anyway, so started off with that. And found out my kidneys almost failed, which made sense because I've had kidney issues for 50, I started first kidney problems I started having in 2011 when I had 2011 was when I had my first set of kidney stones, and that sucked. But I mean, it was a good thing because it saved me from getting cancer, so that's a whole nother story. Maybe go into that later if anybody wants to know about that. but have kidney problems off and on ever since. So May, that diagnosis came by. First I went to the immunologist. She went referred me over to a rheumatologist. Yeah, loads of fun there. And then so yeah, got that. And then I got a call. Doctor had a rheumatology appointment, my second appointment with the roomie, and they had my lab results back, which took like 6 weeks to get, so that was rough. My immunologist said, hey, you know, you probably should be drinking a lot of water, quit drinking caffeine, quit drinking this, quit eating that, doing all this other stuff. I was like, okay, fine. And then got the rheumatology report and got a call the very next day from my immunologist, who said, hey, I got the lab results and I needed to call you because guess what? Your kidneys are failing and you need to stop this. Whatever you're doing, you need to stop. Like, okay, well, I'm drinking a shit ton of water. And she's like, well, good, drink more. So got my kidneys, had to get my kidneys flushed out and all this other stuff. But Romy put me on a bunch of meds that suck. Like, seriously fucking suck. But it could be worse. So anyway, go into more detail. I'm at 6 minutes and 23 seconds, so I'm going to stop here and get this going and get posted and talk more about this later. Probably tomorrow, or maybe the next day, or I don't know, whatever. So anyway, more about my weird fucking autoimmune disease journey coming ahead. Thanks.